What up, fight fans? Damn, bro, this shit's leaking, man. It's raining out here in Newark, New Jersey. Uh, Getting ready to get up, hit this car wash, take a shower, start my day, and get myself to this Xander Zayas and Jaron and his weigh-in. So, if you guys want to link up, you know what I'm saying, meet up over there at the weigh-in and shit, kick it a little bit. That's where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna go down to the weigh-in and shit. Um, Starting to rain right now in Jersey. So I don't know if it's gonna be raining in the Barclays Center, but it's gonna be open to the public at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to get in there, get in there early and shit. My brother's gonna come with me. I'm waiting for my brother. He had to go do a little job real quick for AC and shit, HVAC type shit. So he had to go do that. So see if he swings back through. We get down to this weigh-in and shit. So I'm just making this video right here, like just letting y'all know and shit, cause like Koki, there's a lot of dudes that is gonna go to this fight and shit. And Marcos and shit. I'm trying to link up with Marcos over there at the weigh-in, see what he doing and shit. I was thinking about heading down to a couple of these gyms and shit, see if I can see these fighters and stuff, see where they at. There's a couple of them, like some of the guys on the lower cards. It's rumored that they're going to like just to like stretch and make sure that the last minute preparations and shit like, and then like after the weigh-in, like it's gonna be at 9. The fighters will already make weight, everything already be decided by the time the public goes and sees them on a scale. They still come out, get undressed, get on a scale, but they'll be on a scale with like a chain on or pair of pants or whatever because they already did the weigh-ins this morning. So it gives the fighters a good window to rehydrate back. It's gonna give you a 36-hour window from 9 o'clock in the morning that you guys make weight from that moment until fight night, which probably Xander and then will get in the range somewhere between I say 9:30 at night, somewhere around there, 10, somewhere around there, sometimes later. So you'll have enough time from this morning to start eating, putting on the weight properly, not just eating big meals and trying to like put on all this weight like fast. Nah, eat. They're gonna eat like good protein foods and you know shit that has high energy foods and shit like that. And they're probably gonna eat like every 4 hours like that. So you can gradually put the weight on. You know, the most crucial day of weight cutting is today. This is it right here. You gotta make the weight, then you gotta put them back on the weight, and you gotta get good sleep so that your body recharges. That's the key. You got to you gotta calm your nerves, and it's a fucking crazy feeling, bro. It's like knowing that Christmas is coming tomorrow, magnified by like 10. Like the anxiety that some fighters have. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. After a while, your body becomes numb to fighting. When I used to fight, right? In the beginning, I used to be scared all the time. I'd have butterflies before every event. We drive out on the bus from the city and shit. We go like to another city and stuff, small city off of our city. And my anxiety and my nerves, right? I want to fight, I'd be anxious to fight, but I was always like nervous and scared. After a while of doing that, I noticed I didn't get nervous no more. I was no longer, I didn't get the butterflies. And that started to worry me because I started fighting. I didn't need nothing like, I went from 0 to 100 like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to be mad no more. I didn't have to have a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? I could just be here smiling like that, get up, pow, and it was just so I understand that these fighters at this level right here, they're a bit more seasoned than that, but still, they're human. They're human, and trying to get some sleep tonight for both fighters, man. Just it's not that you're scared or anything. Is the anxiety of the moment, man. You're visualizing yourself winning and shit. Holding the belts and being cheered and shit. And you gotta learn how to calm that shit down so that you can get some sleep and get the proper rest that you need. Because to tell you the truth, sleep is the best thing for anything you do with your body, bro. Recovery. That's the key to everything. There's nothing else. You can work out all you want, but if you don't give your body time to rest and heal and take some of that workout that you got in so that you benefit from it, if you don't sleep, you worked out for nothing really because your body's not going to keep it. It's not going to keep it until you fall asleep and you recharge. So that's the key to this weight cutting shit. You gotta fucking eat properly. You gotta have a good team with you. See, some of us, when we coming up, bro, we don't got the money for this fucking, we gotta kind of guess this shit. And a lot of these kids and a lot of these young men made it this far like that. Guessing, fucking real, you know what I'm saying, training and fucking like dungeons and shit. That's how people made it. Taking risks, gambles, bro. You putting your fighter in there, and you're not even sure if he's properly deplenished. When you cut weight and all the water comes out of your body, I was telling you guys this yesterday. The brain is the first organ to release all its water, right? It's the last organ to take the water back in. When you start to rehydrate, right? And you got start to put all those liquids and food back into you, your body is dehydrated. So the minute you start drinking water, the water, your body's gonna tell it, go to the liver, go to the kidney. It's gonna go to all the other organs first. And then the last organ to take water in is your brain. And you're gonna need that right there because the 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 further, the more dehydrated you are, the further the skin gets from the skull, the easier it is to knock somebody out. That's why it's hard as hell to knock out fat dudes because they're so replenished, or they got a lot of liquid. When you hit them, they absorb punches. Fat dudes. You ever hit a big dude, a fat dude, and you're like, he's not a tough dude, and you hit him, boom, and he's like, bam, he's not, and that's why it's dangerous in these other weight. That's why you in boxing, you pay the ultimate price in every weight division, but the heavyweights. Heavyweights never cut weight. That's why when they go out through their careers and stuff, they take a lot of punches and big punches and shit, the strongest punches in boxing, and they seem to be okay. Look at Lennox Lewis, look at Mike Tyson, look at George Foreman. Them dudes held on for all them fights, them wars, them guys been, they talk pretty good. Now, if you go and interview guys that were in lower weight divisions that had to cut weight, interview those guys. Tell me how many of those guys can still talk right. Have you ever guys talked to James Toney lately? How about Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran? Shit, even Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather got hit the less, I think, out of all those dudes in his era. And Floyd Mayweather showing signs. You ever hear Floyd talk? He's a great fighter. I think he's wonderful. Good for the division. I think he's gonna come be a champion one day. Floyd never talked like that, right? He's showing signs of them punches, man. So, like, yeah, man, like this weight cutting shit is real. This is where it's at. I have to see Xander, man, he looked bad yesterday, bro. He looked hurt, bro. Yo, his cheeks was like that, man. Yo, from from the moment that the fight was announced, from like the first press conference when Jaron Bruce Ennis was fat shaming him. He was saying, "What are you in a fat camp?" Right? Then you got that video where I show Speed, where I show Speed and Xander was in the ring, and I show Speed said, "What weight division you fight in?" He said 154. I show Speed looked at him and went, 154. Where? One of your legs? Right? So he said that to him, right? So I'm like, oh shit, Xander real big. Then you see Xander right now at the press conference. Man, that nigga look power, bro. Xander looked like I was like, damn, bro. So I'm gonna go today. What up? So I'm gonna go today. I gotta go see this weigh-in because I gotta go see my boy, bro, Xander, man. See if he looks better this morning. Because actually, when he weighs in, when we go there by 1 o'clock, he should had already ate in a meal and started to replenish a little bit. It's not going to show up right away in the first hours. Of course not. He's still going to look skinny. It's not like you can just eat one meal and gain you know what I'm saying? But they cut weight. Xander and them, they cut weight. And now I'm not really sure how much weight Xander's going to be able to tack on. I know he's been starving himself for the last couple of days. This is going to be crucial. And if Jaron Bucenis and them are not careful, if they're not careful and they let Jaron Bucenis think Xander's going to come in mad big and they let Jaron Bucenis eat a lot of food and they think that that might affect them in the later rounds, Jaron Bucenis. That might affect them. It might, when we get like into the ninth, eighth round, his body might start to slow down because he put on too much weight. This weight cutting shit ain't easy, bro. It's a fucking science, man. You can hurt your guy. You can, you could do it in the right way where that you can, give your guy the best chances. But you gotta know what you're doing, bro. You gotta know what you're doing. And even when you know what you're doing, there's that tricky phase in a fighter's career where like you're young, right? And you've been cutting weight the whole time through your whole career, right? So you've had no problem with it. One fight, as you get older, your body's gonna change on you. It's gonna turn on you. You're gonna go into that fight thinking I can do the same old weight cut, and your body's not gonna shed the weight because you're getting older. Then all of a sudden you're gonna be in that situation. You're gonna be, oh shit, the weight's not coming off. I'm too big for the division. And some fighters find out on fight night. Some fighters find it out, you know what I'm saying, the hard way, and it makes them look bad. Oh, you're not disciplined, you're not training. No, I'm growing out of the division. And some people can report that and look on the outside and say, he ain't disciplined. Look, he's not making weight. And probably fighters like Keyshawn was saying, bro, I was too big now. I can't, my body's changing. He doesn't understand why he can't cut weight the same way. Your body's going through a cycle. You know what I'm saying? And all of us are not the same. I know guys that can cut weight. Shit, they went through their whole career, no problem. And there was guys that struggled with it, struggled. So this is where it's at. So that's why I want to go today. I really got to look at Xander. You know what I mean? You know, I'm worried about Xander in the fight. Yeah, I am worried about him. He's got his toughest opponent by far right now in Jaron Boots Ennis. This is his toughest opponent. This is his biggest test. And I know that the world thinks that he's gonna lose. I know the world thinks he's gonna lose. I ain't no fool. I know who the fuck Jaron Boots Ennis is. In fact, if he was fighting anybody else but Xander, I'd have him in the fight. You know, um, like I said, this is Xander is the only fighter I've ever picked since I've been making my channel with my heart. He's the only fighter to this day that I've only picked with my heart. I don't follow or just get on any bandwagon just because you Puerto Rican or Latin or Mexican fighter, because I support all Latin fighters, right? Too. And plus USA, right? It's really all boxing for me. But I will have a favorite. You know how like you got kids or something, or you always have a favorite. Xander's one of my favorite. And the reason why is because he earned my respect. I follow Xander truthfully because he proved to me that he's good for boxing in all aspects of boxing. He's a good role model. He's a good boxer, a good student, everything. So when they say, Edwin, why is it that, and this one right here, like, you like really going out for Xander on this one? It's because when we talk about boxers and the sport trying to change, the part of the responsibility is on the boxers to change the image of boxing, isn't it? Xander, Abdullah Mason, guys like that, man, they're changing the image for the younger guys that are coming up. That's one of the reasons I like him. Another reason, he's proven to me, fight after fight, Xander, that he's for real. He earned my respect. If Xander was fucking Russian, Jamaican, fucking Japanese, Ukraine. I don't care what if that kind of man shows himself. You guys see that with Naoya Inoue with me. I preach that with that Japanese dude. I'm a fan because he's good for boxing, bro. And he proved to me he's he's gonna fight. That is probably the number one reason why I'm back in Xander, and it just so happened he's fucking Puerto Rican. Finally, I always said I wish Naoya Inoue was Puerto Rican, bro. Right? and I adopted him. I call him a Japarican. You know what I'm saying? I don't bring him to us, right? So. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happens I'm like, oh shit, yeah, there we go, right there. So it's cool to have pride. It's cool to have pride and shit. But being prideful and being delusional are two different things. I'm prideful, but I'm not delusional. I'm actually backing a real fighter. It's not like I'm just backing my flag, being delusional, saying that my guy's gonna beat. No, bro. I got a fighter here. I got my gallito can fight, bro. My gallo can fight. So I believe in him. I believe in him. I believe in Xander. No, win, lose, or draw, we rocking out with him. If he falls and he loses, I'm coming on tomorrow. I'm gonna give him credit for taking a fight, do whatever, and we on to the next fight. I'm gonna see what's going on with Xander in the next one. Shit, if it was up to me, if he loses, I'll throw him a fucking parade. Thank you for being you. Thank you for giving us this fight. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So it's not, you know what I mean? For me, it's I respect both guys' competition, man. And if Boots wins, man, shout out to Philly, bro. Hey, yo, Jaron Boots Ennis, man. For me to you, man, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being Jaron Boots Ennis. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, you're the reason why this fight is so interesting, Jaron Boots Ennis. Everybody views you as the best, right? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being viewed as the best. You know, when we talk about fights and we want to see the best fighting the best, it gets no better than this, right? It gets no better than this. So, um, thank you, Jerome Boots Ennis, man, for being the kind of fighter that you are, giving us all this anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you for attacking Puerto Rico. Thank you. Thank you for making this a rival right here. US Puerto Rico boxing. It's not about black or Puerto Rican, none of that shit. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. Cause Puerto Ricans, we brothers too. You know what I'm saying? We the same. Ain't we minorities, right? So it ain't about that. It's just about who who got the best squabble. Let's shoot the fade. Let's find out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go 5 strong to the mustache. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You know, and sometimes when like my mans or my brother or somebody will fight, not all the time you want to jump in a fight. Hold up, let's see what the young man does. Back up and let them handle their business. Let them handle their business like men. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just stepping back right now like this. I'm like, Xander, handle your business. Handle yours. He's standing right there. Yo, I can't fight for Xander. Neither could you. Xander's coach can't fight for him. No one can fight for him. He's got to fight for himself. That's my friend. That, my friend, right there, nobody can help you. Nobody ain't jumping in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Well, lately in boxing, people been jumping in the ring throwing kicks. If you knock out Nick Ball, watch out because you might get kicked. Right? But real talk, bro, you on your own. You on your own in that ring, man. And it's like, it's no better. There's not, man, they ain't nothing better than that, bro. They ain't nothing better than that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Xander's gotta, you know what I'm saying? He's just gotta stay composed within himself. When he gets hit, Xander likes to go in and try to get it back. You know, uh, go get it. Go get it back. I'm not gonna tell you to shy away from it. Just be careful, man. Be careful in your exchanges. Xander, tell you the truth, bro. I test Jaron Bruce Ennis early. I gotta find out if you're all fucking special effects or are you real. I know you could hit. You know what I'm saying? If I was a boxer and I was fighting Jaron Bruce Ennis, I know he could hit because I seen the interviews of the guys he fought. I think David Amarizian said that he fought Jaron Bruce Ennis. Was it him that fought Jaron Bruce Ennis? I mean, he fought Jaron Bruce Ennis and he fought Errol Spence Jr., right? They asked him, who hits harder out of Errol Spence Jr. and Jaron Bruce Ennis? He said, hands down, Jaron Bruce Ennis hits harder than Errol Spence Jr. Now, Errol Spence Jr. is the eye doctor. You know Errol's an eye doctor, right? Because he cracks orbital bones. That's what Errol do. All right? We know who Errol, and them dudes was saying that Jerome Bruce Ennis hits harder than Errol Spence Jr. That's a fact, Jack. You feel me? So, hey, yo, Frontline, I seen your emblem. It caught my eye. I see you in the building. Everybody in the building. What's up, guys? Salute. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to this weigh-in. I'm waiting for my brother to come back. He went out to do a little job. So I'm sitting on the porch having a coffee. I'm about to go jump in the car wash, switch up my outfit, and try to make this weigh-in and shit. Yeah, this fight is important to me, man. It's important for me in many ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of the biggest fights I got close enough to watch in 2026 and what I could afford to save up from of course you guys the chat and the 43 cents that YouTube gives me. They don't give me shit, but I stacked up a little bit and got out to this fight, man, and this was the one. This was the one I was like, yeah, I gotta go watch this one right here. I gotta be in the building for this one right here. You know what I'm saying? And then I got Popeye fighting. You know what I'm saying? Popeye, his last fight was actually in Worcester, Massachusetts, where I'm from. His fight was in downtown Worcester. I could literally open my door, walk down the street, and go right to the Palladium. I don't need a bus, a cab, nothing. Just walk out my house and boop, right there, the Palladium right there. So Popeye is like a hometown dude. And he fucks with mad dudes that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like Popeye is connected with a lot of people I know. So technically, Popeye is the hometown dude for me. You know what I'm saying? His inactivity, I think it's like 15 months or some shit like that. He's been out of the ring by the time he fights Ben Whitaker. That has me concerning. Him being a Latin fighter and everything, Popeye and shit. You know, a lot of people, I guess, expect me to take him in the fight because he's from Worcester, Latin, check, right type shit. But I tell you guys, I ain't taking nobody with my heart. I'm not betting. Ben Whitaker is a problem right now. Ben Whitaker's he's a problem. He hasn't been flashy lately. He's been getting right to the point. He's been actually like boxing his last two fights. I remember Ben Whitaker was all fucking pizzazz and fucking, you saw him like going viral in fights and shit, trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, like the Matrix and shit. And he has all special effects, but he cut that shit out. He's been fighting lately, like he's been actually boxing, bro. So I'm like, 15 months out, Popeye. But when Popeye fought Dog what's his name? Dog Bay? Was it Dog Bay? Who do you no, no, not Dog Bay. Dog Bay's that little dude. I'm getting his name confused. Um he fought I can't believe I can't remember this dude's name right now. Somebody in chat, help me, guys, help me. Um anyway, fucking Popeye fought him, right? Badu Jack. He fought Badu Jack. When he fought him, if that Popeye shows up to this fight right here for Ben Whitaker's in trouble. He's in trouble. Popeye's gonna give him a fight. I'm not sure if he can beat him with it. I'm not sure. But if I had it my way, if that version of Popeye shows up to this fight right here, yo, Ben, you know how like the Brits and shit, right? Ed Hearn and them, they be trying to bring their dude to US to get the US fan base, right? And a lot of times when they did that, that shit backfired. Remember when he brought out Anthony Joshua to the US? He brought him out where? To New York to make his correlation, right? That was supposed to be, and Anthony Joshua got knocked the fuck out. He got stopped by Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. What happened to Ricky Hatton? Wasn't he like 44-0? He came over to the US. What happened? What happened? Right? Yo, this should be going wrong sometimes. Them UK, them dudes is nice over there. When they fighting all the dudes they grew up and beating up over the divisions and they grew up and they was fighting these dudes in the amateurs, they do good over there. Once they cross the pond, come over here, I don't know, the lights might be too bright over here. They extra shiny. I don't know. Them dudes, some of them been able to pull it off. Some of them fail, So let's see what happens with Ben Whitaker. I wish Popeye all the luck in the world, man. Homeboy, yo, Popeye, bro, do your motherfucking thing. Make us proud, baby. Make us proud, bro. Um, I'm just gonna say in that fight, fuck it. You know, um, my boxing mind says to take Ben Whitaker in the fight because if I was putting money on it, right, I would absolutely take Ben Whitaker in the fight, right? Okay, cool. But um, since you know what I'm saying, since I'm just gonna be like a fan right now, like a fan and shit, I'm just gonna rock with Popeye, you know what I'm saying, show him support, But, you know, I'm just being honest and transparent that that's a fight right there with Popeye and him that is, it's a toss up. I don't know. I'm not gonna touch it right now, but like I said, if I was putting money or a parlay or something like that, I would 100% probably at this point, because of his Popeye's inactivity, and I haven't seen him, I would take Ben Whitaker in the fight like that. But as far as the hometown guy and everything, you know what I'm saying? Popeye, do your motherfucking thing, baby. Fuck what I say. Fuck what anybody else says. Popeye, you get in that motherfucking rain and you shine, baby. You shine. Yo, Popeye, this is your time. You want to make it to the big league. You want to crack. fucking being on TV and shit, at least win that fight right there, Popeye. Oh yeah, bro, your shit will take off. Yeah, so yo, man, respect to Popeye. Shout out to you, bro, man. Do your motherfucking thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with you in the fight. I got Popeye in the fight. Yeah, I know it's crazy. I know, I know, but yo, let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not betting with my heart on that one. I'm just betting as a fan. Like it doesn't affect me because I'm not gambling. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't affect me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, if I would have breaking the fight down and I had to be honest about it all, Ben Whitaker is the more active of the two. He was just in the ring not too long ago. So yeah, man, I would definitely take Ben Whitaker because of that. You know, because activity is important, very, very, very important. I think they trying to like single out Popeye to try to give Ben Whitaker that kind of knockout that he can appeal to American public. And Ed Hearn and the matchmakers sought out Popeye like that because they saw that he was out of the ring for a long time. So it's gonna take a little bit to to like get himself together and shit. And I think they kind of rushed him into this. So I know that Ed Hearn and them they slick with it. So you gotta watch out for that. But yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Popeye, bro, I wish you the best of luck, brother. Do your motherfucking thing. I don't like to bet on dudes or pick guys with big gaps of inactivity. Just like I'm not touching the Errol Spence Jr. fight with Tim Zoo. Because I'm gonna be biased because I'm gonna pick Errol Spence Jr. because I'm an American. And I fucking love Errol Spence Jr., right? That Kell Brook fight made me a fan. I've been a fan ever since, like a hardcore Aerospace Junior fan. I was a fan before it, but yo, he won me over in that fucking fight, bro, with Kell Brook, right? So I'm gonna pick fucking Errol. But if I was gambling or anything and I have to break that down, yo, Errol, no disrespect, brother. You know, boxing criticism, these boxers take it so personal. You start talking about a boxer and oh, Edwin, I heard what you said about me. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, bro, I can be critical to you. Look, fuck what I say, like prove people wrong. And then I'm like, oh shit, you did. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, good shit for you. You proving your way, bro. And like, Errol, I'm not dissing you or anything, but Errol, for God's sake, I couldn't in good heart. I'm not a gambler anyway, but even if I was to, I'm not gonna put money on Errol just because he looks good and he has a fucking tail on and sparring and he looks amazing. Yeah, motherfucker, that's called being in shape. You're in shape. That doesn't mean you're in boxing shape, fight night shape. That comes with experience. All that sparring you doing, yeah, that's great. It's preparing you for the moment. But we gotta see what you look like in fight night. You guys do know that by when Errol finally walks in the ring with Tim Zoo, he's gonna be like 3 or 4 days shy. 3 or 4 days. I don't know. I forgot what the math was. He's gonna be like 3 or 4 days shy of 3 years of being out of the ring. And you want me to do what with that? If I'm not taking Popeye in a fight because he got 15 months inactivity, what you think I'm gonna do with 3 years? There's no way I'm gonna sit here and tell you about my concern with Popeye and fucking ignore the 3 years for Errol because of his name. Nah, Errol, I love you, man, bro. Listen, but nah, I'm just gonna enjoy the fight. To tell you the truth, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna cheer for Errol. If I had to call it, in a sense, unfortunately, if I was to call that fight and I was giving you my true boxing intake, Tim Zoo's the favorite in the fight, hands down. Errol has to prove himself back. Tim Zoo's been active. I would have to go with Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? Just a fan would stick with Errol, and you should show that man support. You know what I'm saying? Pick him in a fight, but realistically, like my obligation is to boxing. I'm trying to call boxing not by feelings, but by what I really see. And unfortunately, Tim Tszyu is the favorite in that fight in my mind. I think Tim Tszyu might win that fight against Errol. Yeah, I mean, Errol's gonna have to show us. He's gonna have to show us that he's back and that I can believe in Errol. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I don't want to see Errol Spence Jr. go in there and get wiped down by Tim Tszyu, man. Damn, man, that's fucking nerve wracking. Like as far as right now, Errol, your fucking career, your record is great. You got one loss to arguably the best fighter in our generation, Terrence Crawford. There's no shame in that. So he's like number one. You got the chance of going down like in number two for the Americans. But if you go in there and you suffer more losses, you're gonna fuck up your record. That's why a lot of old boxers fucked up their records. Manny Pacquiao fucked up his record. A lot of fighters, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., all those losses, those 8 losses Roy Jones Jr. got, fucking 8, whatever it is, what Mike Tyson got, like 5 losses or some shit. The more losses you get on your record, the further you're gonna get away from the GOAT conversation. They'll be like, yo, your GOAT lost 8 times and got knocked out 3 times. That's what you're saying? You could fuck up your resume, you know? So in that sense, yeah, like I didn't want Errol to come back and fuck up his record. If he was just gonna stay retired type shit. But yeah, yeah, definitely, man. He can fuck up his record, but I hope Errol Spence Jr. shines. I wish him the best. But 3 years in activity, brother, I'm sorry, man. In good faith, man, I can't sit up here, look into the camera and be like, no, Errol's back. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. I'd be hyping up his name, who he once was. You know, you gotta move on. You gotta you know, you gotta tell, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it real. Cause if you train yourself to look past shit just for your guy, you're gonna train yourself to report like that. And nah, bro. I got Arrow in the fight, of course. Like I got Arrow as an American because I want to show Arrow my support. I got Arrow in the fight. I'm not going against Arrow, but I'm also not putting no money on it and shit. And I'm just letting you know that like I'm like backing Arrow because I want to see him come back to boxing. I think Errol Spence Jr. is good for boxing. And if he can regain some of that star status and that shit, bro, we'll get some more big fights. Maybe we'll get Errol Spence Jr. versus the Charlo twin, or maybe we'll get fucking Errol Spence Jr. versus finally like maybe he'll fight one time Keith Thurman and finally whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But Errol needs to get back in the swing of things, depending how he looks and he fares against Tim Tszyu, would be like, yo, Errol back, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then on the next fight, I'll have a bit more confidence in him, and I'll have a measuring stick of where he's at. And once I get that measuring stick, I'll know whether or not I'll take him or not take him in the fight. But to be honest with you, Tim Tszyu, I think he's gonna come in the favor. He should. He should come in. I don't know what the odds are or if he is the favorite. I'm just giving you a round one things right now. And realistically, Tim Tszyu should be the favorite. And realistically, Tim Tszyu should be able to beat a guy that has 3 years inactivity. So if Tim Tszyu don't beat Errol, I think Tim Tszyu might want to hang it up, hang the gloves up. I don't know. Or move up to a division or go down or do something. I don't know. But 154 is not going where it's going to be at for you because Two of the champions knocked you out, Tim Tszyu, at 154. Bakram knocked him out, and Sebastian Fundora stopped him. If he loses to Errol, come on, people. Are you crazy? Yo, do me a favor, resign, hit that like button. What up, peoples? We might get the Errol Spence Jr. and Boots fight after the Zayas. Yo, maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. He can slide in the mix, right? Arrow can slide. Yo, imagine Arrow goes out there and starches Tim Tszyu. Oh, he definitely in the mix now, right? Oh, he in the mix now. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Arrow goes out there and beats the brakes off Tim Tszyu. There's no stopping him. They're gonna fucking rent out fucking Dallas Stadium in Texas, that football stadium, and they're gonna put the ring in the middle of the stadium. They're gonna have a stadium fight versus Jaron Boots Ennis and Errol Spence Jr. That would be yo, yo, Errol can sell some tickets, baby. That motherfucker, them Dallas boys come out for Errol, boy. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's Errol just needs that performance, baby. You right about that. You right about that. I can see that happening. Like, hell yeah, I can see that shit happening. Yo, man, it just all depends. How much did that car crash really take from the man? That shit fucked him up, bro. Yeah, I remember when I was watching them pictures of Arrow. Man, that shit, he peeled his face down to the white meat. His face was pink. Remember his lips? He was like, yo, Arrow was fucked up, bro. Yo, it knocked out all his teeth right here. His hip was fucking broken and shit, type shit. I forget what it was. I know he needed surgery he did a couple of surgeries. Yo, Arrow was fucked up. And then you see the video of the car flipping. I'm pretty sure that all of you out there have seen the video at one point or another of Arrow's Corvette, whatever it was, hitting that fucking thing and just disintegrating. That car fucking literally disintegrated, bro. You know, driving down them expensive cars and shit made out of fiberglass. When you crash, that shit's gonna fold up. It was if he was in like in a Volvo or some shit like that, the car might have took better fucking care of him. That car fucking that shit came apart. He had no protection in that car. I'm surprised he lived. And then for him to come back and fight Ugas and Danny Garcia after that, like, yo, that shit was crazy, bro. He put his body through a lot, Errol Spence Jr., man. And we need to recognize that, bro. You know, that he's a human, bro. He ain't no fucking robot, my nigga. Like, yo, listen, I gotta go right now because my power shit is ringing at 5% and it's about to cut my life. So I'm gonna go charge this up, jump in the car wash, get ready, wait for my brother to get back. It's starting to rain already. Damn, bro. It's starting to rain. Just gonna wait for my brother to get back and shit. Hop in the shower and get going. And then I don't know. I'll probably go live again or something, show you guys Xander and Boots live rather than taking a video. Like this episode right here, like this little journey for this fight right here. I kind of wanted to do videos and bring you guys every step of the way with me. You know what I mean? And just to give you guys the experience of like being there for fight, fight week, this, that, and everything. And I wanted to share that with y'all. If you guys never experienced anything like that, that's what I want to bring. So I'm probably gonna go on live again and again, you know what I mean? And shit like that, just to like let you guys know. So when you guys see my video, you guys gonna know like this is Edwin, this is what he's doing and shit like that. So y'all can see the behind the scenes and shit, man. I wish I got credentials for this fight, man. But in this game, bro, Not everybody wants to help you. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's like, they say a closed mouth don't get fed. But when you ask for help and you be like, yo, can you like I can't get into the fight because the fucking people closed down the website. They ain't giving out credentials. I didn't file it in time. And the other people that I was trying to get to, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, everybody acts cool with you. Everybody acts like they want you to succeed too. But I see with my own two eyes that it's not like that in this game. Everybody's trying to get ahead, I guess. And I guess they feel some kind of way, like if they put you there, you might steal their spotlight or something. I don't know. But I know that for a fact, nobody helped me, or you know what I'm saying, for all the people that I know in this business, no one gave me an answer. So it doesn't matter though, because you can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna make my face visible. I'm gonna bring my brand. I want sports talk. I'm gonna bring us to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? This is my channel, my responsibility, and I'm gonna do me. I don't give a fuck if all these dudes don't want to help me, don't want to open doors for me, don't want to give me phone numbers to call people, to get in contact with the right people. It's like they like, yo, meet them like I met them. I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let nothing in life stop you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. That's it. Bottom line. I might not have credentials, but at least I'm not fake about it. At least I don't go to these fucking things telling you guys, you look, I'm in, I'm doing this, that, and trying to put an image that I'm not. I keep all my cards on the table. All of them. It's the only way I know how to be, bro. I think that if you be fake, your soul's gonna be fake. You don't want that in life, man. Fuck that. And I'm never ashamed to say that I'm not well connected or any of this shit. That don't make you any better than me or me any better than you. I'm gonna get connected. I'll get my people. I'll do my thing. And I'm gonna be all right. And I'm gonna be all right. Tell you that right now. So yo, fight fans, listen, I gotta go get dressed, do my thing, and I'm gonna see you guys at the weigh-in. All right. We want to experience a fan view of the fight, round one. Show the people and the yeah, brother. I'm gonna do it for you then. I'm gonna do it. I read that text right there. Just that one text right there confirmed I'm doing the right thing. There we go. I'm gonna go do it. We going live like every step of the way. We gonna go do. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you guys the same experience I'm trying to make. You know what I mean? Might not have them credentials, baby. I might not be doing all that. You know what I mean? Like they doing it. We'll get there. We'll get there. We just gotta put our time in. We gotta put our time in. You know what I'm saying? So fight fans, I'm on to the next one. After this one, here at Round One Sports Talk, out here in North New Jersey. Well, actually, I'm in Bloomfield right now. It's funny. If you stand on that corner right over there, right? If you go that way, you'll go to Jersey, Newark. If you go this way, you'll get into Orange, East Orange. And then this is Bloomfield right here, like that. It goes like that. It's like dead middle in the middle, smack of everything. My brother lives in a funny location. He's like at the fork road of all the cities like that. He live like right there. You take too many steps that way, you in Newark. Too many steps that way, you in Orange. Yeah. Yo, what's up, little guy? What you doing? I'm gonna show you guys the next middleweight champion of the world. Hey, look at him, look at him, look at him. Middleweight champion of the world. Yeah. Woo! You know what I'm saying? He's hot. He's up and coming. Right now, you know what I'm saying? He's been knocked out by the pillow. Yeah. He doesn't have a lot of rounds against the pillow. Pillow keeps knocking him out. But I'm training him. I'm training him. It's gonna get better. Right, Papito? You know what I mean? All right, fight fans. We out. We out. One. Let's do this. Much love to everybody. Much love. Future champion right there. Future champion.